Right, okay, so I'm in the house and I'm making the intro to this video when I should have been filming it where I started filming in Falconer Street. But it's been a bit of an eventful day. Things have happened, I'm still a little bit peed off, and all I can say is let the footage do the talking and enjoy. Right, okay, so I'm going to have a little look down Falconer Street first. See what's going on. Quite a lot of activity by the looks of it. What have we got down here? No, too early for the zoom in.
See if I can get a few pictures, George.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which one is it? The white? The white.
Zoom right in, I think.
No, I just want to buy your guitar.
Start there. Oh, it sounds like you're filming. Yeah, whatever. You want to also tell the CCTV to stop filming us as well? Or maybe should put a big wall up or something, I don't know. Sick of this. This third time I've had it down here.
Well, you have a good 360. Do me a favour.
So I can walk around and down and...
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking at you. You're cool.
It's just a phone. Just little tiny digital zoom on. It's good, like.
Do me a favour.
Just stand there, I may be alright. You'll be sound there. It's alright, don't worry about it. There's no traffic here. No traffic there, like. There's a horse there, look. Probably same, I don't know. What's you say you can't film?
Said, don't take pictures, no film.
Oh, behave, will you? Behave.
Can't stop me.
What's this here, there? Little cat. Honestly, mate, you haven't got a clue. You haven't got a clue. See what's down there, we'll come back up here. Yeah, some horses there, isn't he? See them there, then? Horses there.
His claim to fame is he alighted his carriage, right, to go and speak to the Duke of Wellington and the Prime Minister.
Are you getting this all from a piece of paper?
Yeah. And he stood in the track.
Hang on, sorry, it's just a thing, yo, your butt.
Stevenson's rocket was coming the other
Down
way.
here is where they're doing all the coffin things as well. Look, what's he doing there? He's just walked around there. There's a soldier there, look. Yeah, there's a red soldier there. I'm fucking filming what I want, mate. You can't stop you. So anyway, we've been here 5 minutes and we've been told twice that we can't film. But as you can see, it's wide open, so a gentle go away is sort of needed for this. So this is the third time now we've been told we can't film in a public area. We're in a public area, love. Nothing you can do. Well, who said? Who said? Copyright. We'll put a big blanket up then so we can't film. Because you've got no right to tell us what to do. You haven't. You got no right. Anyway, so there's someone over there
Can we get around that?
in period clothing.
Can we get around that?
Down the other side. Probably can, yeah. Probably can. Who's No, let's just film here.
So call the police.
Well, how do you do? So that's the third time we've been stopped now. That lad who was there,
He's following us around.
he's following us around.
I might as well have filming.
Yeah, I've got it here as well. Fucking dickheads, aren't they?
Copyright, don't copyright anything. Put a blank. That's like you said, put a blank.
Listen, right, what rights have people got to tell us we can't film on a public area? You know, you got no right. So once again, whoever it was there, telling us we can't film. Is he stuck in there? I don't know. You alright, mate? What's the, are you security, are you? Yeah. They're telling us we can't film and take photos from a public place, is that right?
I don't know, that's odd, yeah.
Yeah, and I just thought, because some lad's been following us, you see, and fucking, I'm getting a bit pissed off at it now. So no doubt you'll hear about him, fucking him there, he's just told us, well, we can't do it. Here we go, here we go.
Hello. Yeah, you do that.
Which? That's not a problem, but we are allowed to film from a public area. We've been stopped up there, we've been stopped there, we've been stopped down there, we've been followed. Right, okay, so this next fella is not going to get any airtime, mainly because he was moaning and saying, don't put me on the internet, I don't want to be on the internet. Well, you approached me, right? I was actively filming, you can see I was filming. You approached me saying, here's the blogger, right? I thought, he's having a laugh here, he's seen me videos, he's having a bit of a joke. But then his mood quickly changed. You put such and such on the internet. You've put someone's voice on the internet. You know, blah, blah, blah. You have no right to do this, you do that. You have no right to tell me, right, what to do. You're just stood there, right? Security guard, whatever you wear, I don't know, and I don't care, to be honest with you. But you coming up pointing and then doing this, I don't know, don't know what you're doing. You have an ulcer or something in your lip. And sort of when the police turned up, where was you then? You were quiet then because you were a and the police told us what we were trying to tell you, that we were allowed to film what we can see, right, in a public area. So just take note of that, right? And next time you approach someone and you're telling them what to do, just have a think and say, I've got no right to tell these people what to do in a public place. Okay? Listen, we've been followed 3 times now, right? I've been coming down here documenting this for a week because I'm interested in it, and I've been followed and told I can't film in a public area, which you can do. Yeah, well, why am I getting followed and why are people approaching you? We haven't caused a scene.
No, we're here on overtime for 13 hours today walking around.
Well, that's irrelevant, but what I'm saying is like, why are we getting followed? Down there is public.
No.
It is public.
No, that's fine.
And okay, if it's blocked off here, I do apologise, and I'll piss off. Yeah. But up there is public. There's public.
No, I think ultimately, I mean, you're right. It's all public and you're allowed to film. It's a public place. I think the issue is obviously they're just trying to film and stuff like that, and they've got certain times where they want to try and keep.
Yeah, but we haven't caused a scene. We've just walked on silently filming.
No, I get that. I totally get that. I think it's probably likely a bit of miscommunication or what have you. People just no one's said to us like to film and get them away or anything. Just said no, do it. Someone do it.
No, we got told. We got told we can't film.
We walk down Ruskin Street.
Yeah.
A lot of the time we come up to people that are filming in public for whatever reason maybe, and it's straight away.
Yeah, and in your face, that's
you're being completely fine with that. There's no issue. The only potential issue is, see how they're filming now, and obviously it is public at the moment, this area. Sometimes the way the camera's pointing,
you have to pick it up, yeah.
They don't want people in the background, so they don't want people walking around this area. You see there at the bottom where they've got people stood.
Well, that's fair enough, but being told you can't film and that, they've got no right to.
What our brief is.
So we're being as respectful as we can, really.
That's right, and you are being with us, and I appreciate that. What the brief is that we've been told, where there's barriers there, here, this side and that side, they don't want people loitering in here. we get people live here and it is residents.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah,
But they
right.
want walk through, especially when they're filming, and we'll take you back out the other side, because obviously they're working, and you know they've got horses coming through, they've got imitation.
I get it. Well, that's what I want to come down to
They
see,
don't want-
these soldiers and the horses, because I've filmed it
What I'll
like
say
all
is,
week.
that's better. Do you know the other side where the barriers are? You can see it all from there.
Oh, that's where we've just been, but we just had two tyrants up there telling us we couldn't.
Right, well, there you go.
Do you know?
Yeah.
He's ruffled a few feathers.
Yeah, all I'll say is, obviously, yes, you have a right to film in public place. However,
That's what I just
if the
said.
director's asking you not to film what he's doing, because you know it is a series, etc. I don't know where.
See, I'll be honest with you, I don't care about the series, but I like the setting they've done the 1700s.
I think, letter of the law wise, yes, you can film in public. But in terms of, obviously, they may just be politely asking. They may not want, obviously, those ones don't have an issue being on camera because they're on TV. But in terms of, you know, on YouTube.
See that woman mentioned copyright before, but it was all in the echo last night of all the pictures.
I'm going to be completely full disclosure with you. I couldn't, tell you what is, and in terms of that, I don't know. Letter of the law, yes, you can film in public. However, if they're asking you not to film the set, etc., I can see where they're coming from. You know, it's a series, it's going on whatever streaming platform they're using or TV. You know.
See, my plan was to come down and spend about half hour here, go there, and then get off.
Yeah.
And then, as I say, these people have just started to.
What I'll say is, obviously, they don't want people loitering here in between the barriers.
Oh, that's fine, but I'll say I wasn't
If
going
you're
to.
alright to walk through, perhaps go, you know, down there, down this way, whichever way you're going, but especially past this point, they are filming now. We can't even walk past here.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Filming, so obviously,
I say I wasn't here to disrupt anything, because,
I can
you know,
appreciate that from you.
I'm not like that.
You're not being disruptive. Because
And you can check my channel out, I've been filming all week. If they're filming, don't worry, we'll go around the other side. It's not a problem, like.
Yeah, I think we keep it intimately.
Just don't want to walk in the back.
Yeah, if they're filming, that's not a problem.
Yeah, they're filming. They'll have to wait unless you go on.
The soldiers and the horses we came for, weren't they?
Yeah.
We weren't really bothered about anything. The soldiers and the horses.
It's just soldiers I wanted.
And the ladies in the pretty dresses.
That's all I wanted. It's just a soldier for college.
No, but it's decent stuff. It's all stuff around Liverpool that people never see. All historic stuff.
We got invited to Jack Sharp's.
Yeah.
No Whitechapel.
Yeah.
The building one day next to the lobster pot. I know building's getting renovated, and we got invited in there. And there's all this shaft in there, and everything was proper. I got my £360 in there. Got 360 views. It's a proper smart. No, you see the old stuff like, but I even said to the developer like, it'd be nice if you could like keep this. You know what I mean? It's like some of that.
I think you feel all the memories and stuff like that. You can feel all that.
Well, that's my area, like Jack Sharp's and like when Jack Sharp's and that's all there. I used to go to Jack Sharp's every week for football stuff and things like that. And yeah, and you see it all change, but to be inside and to get to the Liverpool level, the top level with the lifters and all that, and it was really cool. Like.
Do you know what that red building is there?
No, I don't.
That's a brothel, that.
Yeah, have they put that window on, or is that all?
What they've done is they've just painted it red, that facade there, and they put all like ladies in the window, just for the filming purposes, like. But
Just all that there.
Yeah, we'll walk out this way.
cool, yeah. Cheers, thanks.
We'll give you an escort.
Maybe educate the woman on the end as well.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to hold my camera?
Nah, I'm joking. That's all I wanted, just a shot of these, and then that was it. Where do you get in front? Do you reckon? Hey, yeah, look, this is what we need, look, this fella here. Think it's cheeky if you ask for a butty or something. Hey.
Listen, it was good talking to you. Look
No.
after yourself.
Cheers for that, nice one. Thanks, fella.
Look after yourself. See you again.
Thanks, love. Cheers. See you later. Got to watch it on YouTube. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, there we go. Police turned up. They haven't got a fucking clue. Not the police, I mean the people who work here haven't got a freaking clue. You know what I mean? Have you checked me dart round here, or do you want to leave it? Just at the, what do you call it? The marquee.
I'd rather not 360 anyway, look, have a look. I'll play back on the 360.
You got it on that, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it on the 360.
Hello.
Hello.
Having fun? That's what we like to hear. Look at that. Cracking costume, hasn't it?
Already crossed over, didn't it?
Wade's probably got around that way here. And the light.
The fella was trying to be a little bit of a brook with you, you know.
Who?
That one with the thing, and I said, to be fair, maybe you can film where the eye can see.
The security fella? No, it's got to be that way. I think. I thought this was an actor here. Like, so this marquee is for where the actors and extras get changed into costume and stuff. We go down? No. Let's go back down that way. Down the street. Filming back down the street. Yeah, so there's where all the actors get changed. There they are there. You just spoke to the police down there, mate. We've had the police out and everything because of all people telling us we can't film. We've been told we can. Right, okay, so we're going to wrap today's video up, but before we leave, we're just going to go to where we started and where we first got told, nearly fell over then, where we first got told we couldn't film. So as you can see there, they've had the police onto us and everything's fine. So if any of the production crew are watching, please can you educate whoever works there about filming in a public place, because you can, I'm afraid. So yeah. There they are, they're the ones who told us we couldn't do it before. These here, on the end, all these ivories, I haven't got a clue.
See more pictures? Is that what you call a blue screen, is it?
I don't know, it's some sort of green or blue screen, like.
Let's have a look.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of activity going on here, like. More horses. Yeah, the horses in.
It doesn't do, man.
Fucking beauts, aren't they?
Just take pictures.
No, they're not filming now anyway. Camera's shite at the full tilt.
I don't know, hilarious, is he? What is it?
Silence, isn't it? It's absolute silence from them now. Where's he parked anyway? Right, okay. A pretty eventful end to this sort of vlog. So it started the other night. Well, the problem started the night when I'd done my first night visit, and if you've seen the video, spoke to a guy, and pretty sound. He approached me, asked me what I was doing. I told him I was there to do no sort of, like, you know, not there to cause any bother, just to document it. I'm not really bothered about Outlander. I'm just sort of more bothered about, like, I just wanted to film the period it was set in, 1700s. So yeah, and then the night after I went, and he was having a go at me by saying, you put me on the internet, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, in my eyes, you've done nothing wrong, I done nothing wrong. You sort of done your job by approaching me and said, you know, what are you doing? I've told you. And he left me alone, and that was it. Didn't see a problem. So today, as you've just seen there, I went back and the first problem we encountered was a couple of, I don't know who they are, they look like just students, didn't have a clue. Trying to say you can't film, whatever. So first off, you stood in a public place and whatever you can see with your eye, you can film regardless. Even the police in a public place cannot stop you from filming. So, you know. So the second one was some scruffy looking lad. Got on the radio and decided to follow us. Obviously he's radioed through to some other woman down the road, and as you've seen, you can't film here, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, love, if you're watching, you have no authority over anyone to say you can't film. The road is still accessible, and we didn't cross that barrier. We went down to the little side entry sort of thing, and then obviously onto Catherine Street. Now I must sort of admit that at the time of walking off Catherine Street back up to Cannon Street, and I had to go with the lad and I said blah blah blah. So what the police told me is, obviously, you know, you had to wait there and be escorted up, which, okay, fine, again, I didn't know, plus there's no sign to say, you know, no public access unless you block whatever. It just says road closed, and in my eyes it's closed to traffic, end of. But you could access it. So anyway, get to the top, some other fella started saying, you put my lads on the internet, blah blah blah. You know, okay, the first guys I met on the Friday or Saturday, can't remember now, two sound lads. I did actually zoom the camera in, didn't see the faces. I didn't see a problem, and the guy saying that the voices are on the internet, you shouldn't have the voices on there, you know, you should have told them. Unfortunately, I don't have to tell anyone, or any human being doesn't have to tell any other human being that they're getting filmed, you know. So, and you know, you approach me as well, so if you didn't want to sort of be on film, telling me you didn't want to be on film, why did you walk up to me and say blah blah blah? And at the start I thought he was actually having a laugh, saying, oh, where's the blogger, blah blah blah. And then it suddenly dawned on me that, you know, you were basically, you didn't have a clue. You walked up to someone who's filming and then say, you know, I don't want to be, don't be putting me on the internet. So come on, mate, have a rethink on that one. So yeah, anyway, police turned up, and yeah, police are sound. Police said, you know, you're doing nothing wrong, we just don't want you on set. Now, not once did we walk across them barriers and cross onto the set. Today was not the intention. Today was to wrap up the vlog or whatever I've been doing for the past week, and basically just to show the viewers who've watched the video that this is the end product, is some sort of behind the scenes filming, and that was it. I haven't caused any shit all week, as you've seen. I've always been polite and I've asked and done that, so yeah. And the police just said, yeah, blah blah blah, you can do what you want basically from a public place, you can walk up there, but you know, just be wary that there's people there stopping you when there's filming going on, which, okay, I get. And as you've seen on the video there, the police waited until there was a break in filming, and then they escorted us up off, well, I can't remember that street now, it goes to the middle, it was off Cannon Street anyway. And then obviously we went back up to the original place where we started filming, and then some dickhead, some girl tries to, I think it was neither my camera or Eric's camera, tries to stand in front. I mean, come on, look at the wide open space you're in, love, right? And you honestly think that, I know you're a bit fat like, but come on, your body will not stop a zoom. It can go past your, love, and all I wanted was pictures of, or video of soldiers, horses, whatever, which I set out to do today, and I've successfully sorted thing. Yo, one thing I will say is, if I can't remember the two lads' names I met on the Sunday, if you peed off, I do apologise. With no intention, bad intentions of anything. I didn't put it on the internet. You know, obviously your voice is on there, and I've zoomed past for a reason, because the other lad said, don't be putting us on the internet, which is fine. So, you know, I just don't see, in my eyes, the problem with anything. You know, it's not like it's a big secret. The Echo were there taking photos of the day, high quality images, done a whole article on taking that street back to the 1700s. So, you know, it's published to thousands of people throughout wherever, and you're moaning, you're having a moan about someone coming down, not even with a camera, with a phone, an S21 phone. Okay, it's good quality, but you know, I don't get it. Peaky Blinders, like I've said, when they were filming there, they put up 2 fences and no one could see in. So I get that. If you don't want anyone filming, if you don't want anyone looking at your filming, you know, put a barrier up. Don't just put a shitty little few cones up on a security guard and a couple of knobhead students or whoever they were to say, you can't film here. I'm completely, honestly, I'm a bit pissed off, because today was just like, as I say, I didn't go down for any intentions like that. I just come to have a nice little sort of, maybe a nice interaction with people. You know, some of the production crew, not interested at all, not interested at all. So I don't know what the big problem is with people being on. I understand people don't want to be on camera, but if someone approaches you and you're filming, well, I'm afraid, you know, if I walk up to someone filming and they say stop, I don't want to be on camera, that's fair enough. That is completely and utterly fair enough. But if someone approaches me and says, don't be filming me, don't be putting on the internet, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that was it. I mean, a little bit peed off if the production company are watching, because apparently the production company and other people have been watching the videos. Just please educate your, I don't know who they are, the staff, and you must know yourself, you know, whatever you can see from a public area, you can film. You go to London, right, this is an example. You go to London, you go to Downing Street, right? You can see Downing Street, you can just see number 10. There's 2 police officers stood there, there's 1 or 2 by the door. There's little Larry the cat running around. How many tourists come from all over the world, get the phone out, get GoPros on selfie sticks and zoom in? No one says nothing to them. Just because there's a big massive gate there, it doesn't make any difference. It's a public area, right? And you can do what you want, unfortunately. I understand if it's private property, but it's not. It's owned by the council. You know, the council maintain the pavements, the council maintain the lampposts. Now, this is the sort of 3rd time I've had this in the past year, people saying you can't film me because it's private. It's unfortunately not. So yeah, so if you're watching, I don't know what production company you are, just educate your staff, possibly educate security as well on, you know, the do's and don'ts of filming in a public place, and basically just stop being just let people, you know, see what's happening in their city, because, you know, it doesn't happen very often. Well, I suppose it does, but I mean, around there it's a beautiful area to film in, and it promotes the city and stuff like that. So why would you stop someone doing that? Just like I say, I'm not bothered about your little programme series, I'm just more interested in the period. So, you know, any leaks, any sort of thing goes, you should have just shrouded the whole thing, put a fence up, and like I seen on a sign on people's doors, go out the back way when they're filming, blah blah blah. In case of emergency, you go out the front, fair enough, but completely close it off and just don't allow anyone in and any sort of thing. And the only reason then to see things, or the only way to get to see things is you know, to get the drone out. And you're very lucky I never got the drone out today, because I was going to get the drone out, but I just couldn't be arsed setting it up in the park and sort of thing. So, and I got the footage I wanted. So yeah, so I think that wraps up today's video. I've enjoyed doing it. It's just today was being a bit of a clusterfuck, should we say. You know, as I say, completely just went down there, just whatever, and I've just seen whatever. So yeah, so yeah, as always, cheers for watching. I hope you liked the updates. Anyone who's an Outlander fan, yeah, there you go. I'm glad I sort of like made your day and showed you, you know, the costume and stuff like that. So yeah, on to the next one. Cheers for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.